bull running, naps, and food. All of these are just small parts to the wonderful and relaxed but exciting and rich culture of Spain. You will be wondering why we shouldn't adopt some of Spain's intriguing traditions into our own Western culture. Together, we will explore Spain's interesting culture through looking at some of their traditions such as the running of the bulls, la siesta, and el tapeo. Spain's traditions range from mellow daily rituals to exciting annual festivals. The running of the bulls is a long-lasting tradition in Spain. The history of this tradition is rich. The bull dates back to the 12th century in honor of San Fermin, the patron saint of Pamplona, also known as San Ferminis. The 8-day festival revolves around Encinero, which is described as about a dozen bulls being freed from their corral at 8 a.m. this morning, and they race to the city's central building where the bullfight, or the corrida, will be held. As explained by Sarah Pruitt, a writer for the History Channel since 2005 with a bachelor's in history from Princeton University and a master's in Spanish literature and language from Middlebury College. The festival used to be held in a week in October, starting on the 10th. In modern-day Spain, the tradition changed only slightly. The festival that was once held in October is now held in July. They moved the tradition to July in order to avoid the inclement weather of October and so that it would also correspond with the annual fair. The tradition of the running of the bulls and the festival of San Fermin will still live on strong as an annual ritual for Spain. While some traditions are annual, others are daily rituals. La siesta is a daily tradition in Spain. Siesta translates to nap in Spanish. This is the daily ritual of taking an afternoon nap. As stated by the National Sleep Association and their article over the history of the siesta, the name comes from the Latin word hora sexta, which means the 6th hour. Since the hours of the day begin at dawn, then 6th hour is at noon, which is when siestas often start. Spain is seen as the main originator of la siesta. Although regular afternoon naps have been in tradition in many countries for thousands of years, this including Greece, Italy, Nigeria, and the Philippines. Most places that practice la siesta are in warmer climates. This is because in areas such as Spain or Nigeria or the Philippines, it would become too hot in midday for farmers to work. And so for about 2 hours in that midday time period, everyone would go inside and use that time to rest and rejuvenate before returning to work. Spain continues with la siesta to this day. The afternoon nap is now considered more of a luxury than actual necessity due to the times changing. But despite its name, many people don't actually nap during la siesta. Many people use this time to spend time with families and socialize, and just spend time at home instead of actually napping. La siesta is also not the only readily embraced daily Spanish tradition. El tapeo is also another daily tradition for Spaniards. El tapeo is the practice of going around town and sampling different tapas at local restaurants and bars to socialize. Tapas, also called pinchos, are small food samples. The variety that tapas come in are limitless. You can get them vegetarian, you can get them filled with beef or any seafood, anything that you would like. This El Tapeo also only begins at 9 to 11 p.m., which is when many of us are just going to bed. The mixed schedule and late eating has been around for centuries, making the tradition such as El Tapeo something that Spain is known for. People going from bar to bar to eat tapas and drinking and socializing. According to Tapeo and Tapas Madrid, an article by EU Business on Spain Exchange and Study Abroad, some describe the event as a giant party in motion, and it can take on a life of its own, and no experience is the same. This tradition is a great representation of the Spanish culture of eating, drinking, and living life to the very fullest. Traditions, they are what bring us together. In tradition of the running of the bulls, there is excitement, adventure, and celebration. The daily ritual of La Siesta displays Spain's relaxed attitude towards life and allowing them to rest and spend time with family. El Tapeo shows a mix of the two, with an excitement of socializing and relaxation that is cherished by all the people in Spain. All of these wonderful traditions are what make Spain rich in culture. Whether it be an annual festival or simple daily rituals of sleeping, eating, and socializing, each plays an important role keeping the history of culture in Spain alive.